Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome to A Game of Thrones, the board game, digital edition. We've been playing this a little bit. I've got a bit better. However, because of that, I feel that we should definitely play this on the hardest settings, and that's nothing to do with the hard AI. This is a sponsored video, by the way. It's sponsored by Asmodee and Dial Digital, so please bear that in mind. And as normal, there will be a link down below if you do want to go check the game out. We're going to be playing as the Lannisters. Because unlike the books, and unlike the TV show, they have the worst start. So, those of you who haven't seen my other videos on Game of Thrones board game, it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of strategy goes into it. It's 100% deterministic, there's no randomness, but unfortunately, a lot of what's going to happen for the Lannisters depends on their turn 1 play and their turn 2 play. They have a horrible position. They're in fact the only faction that starts off in province contact with another faction. Of course, this being the Greyjoys. The Greyjoys have the strongest deck in the entire game. They also have an incredibly strong navy. Now, unlike the Baratheons, who are the best faction, who have complete control of their side of the board in terms of the naval and can thus support themselves, they also have access to King's Landing. They've got Crackle Point, Storm's End, the Reach, Harrenhal, and the Eyrie, all in easy contact, let alone King Landing. They have barrels available all down their side, actually up in like the Vale. We don't have any of that. Our 2 barrels in Lannisport, we don't even have the power that you normally get from being a capital. I think everyone gets it apart from Highgarden and Lannisport. Yeah. So we don't have power there. Our power is going to be in the Stony Sept. Other barrels are Riverrun, Sea Road Marches, and Blackwater. Blackwater everyone fights over. Sea Road Marches we have to contest with the Tyrells. And we don't have control of this side of the sea. We have to march into it. And that means we contest it with the Greyjoys, who have, as I've mentioned, the strongest navy. It's going to be rough. It's going to be particularly rough because of castles. Now, as I mentioned, like the Baratheons have a load of castles over here. The castles that we can really get access to are Harrenhal and Riverrun. Harrenhal, you fight with the Baratheons as well for... But, importantly, we need Riverrun. As the Lannisters, you need... That's it. You need Riverrun. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you don't get Riverrun, then even if you get Harrenhal, you've got 3 provinces touching on Riverrun, which means that the Greyjoys are going to be able to attack you where they want. If you attack Riverrun, they're going to be supporting from Ironman's Bay. You need Riverrun. It gives you that power, which you're going to be a little bit short on. It gives you a barrel, which, again, you can have a little bit of difficulty with. Not massive difficulty, but everything you'll go for will be contested, so you need the barrel to just make sure you don't have to contest in too many places. You need the power for similar reasons, and you also need the mustering points from the castle. And also, you need to deny it to the Greyjoys, because not only is it something you need, if the Greyjoys get it, they can turn 1, and they nearly certainly will have Seaguard, Riverrun, Pike, maybe Moat Cailin, possibly Flint's Fingers. They will have, if you don't contest it, 6 mustering points, maybe 7. And if you don't contest it, the best you can have is 3. And once they muster on that, there's no way you're coming back. So we desperately need to win this. So we're going to do a +1 march order. I think we play a support order from everywhere. We might play a march order into there so that we can get the extra support as well from the extra ship. It's between that and playing a power order. Consolidate. I think we will. I don't think we can risk it. I'd rather be overcautious and get Riverrun and then have to deal with holding it next turn than playing it undercautious, not getting Riverrun, and then not being able to take it back. Like, there's no question here. As the Lannisters, you need a Riverrun. It is central to everything. All right, they're supporting with the ship. They're moving -1, and they're also moving on -0, which is an interesting choice. Oh, I think I know what they're going to do. They're going to move everyone up to Greywater Watch, and then they're going to move everyone out from there. So they'll probably send the cavalry to Riverrun. Let's do some quick calculations before we choose on this. So, our position on the influence track, second on the Iron Throne, which is... Second on the Iron Throne is fine. You get to act before someone, most cases, but other than that, Being first on the Iron Throne is a big difference. Fiefdom Tracker with a bottom, which, again, The only issue is that the person who is first and thus gets the +1, especially in the early game where you're only going to be making a couple of attacks, is the Greyjoys. So we're going to have to deal with them having basically a +1 higher combat strength for the first few turns. Luckily on the King's Court, the Raven, we are top, so we will get this choice, the Messenger Raven. And we will also get 3 orders, which is probably the only saving grace. Right, let's calculate this. So they're supporting, which is +1. They can move a knight in. -1. Oh, they sent it from here though, so 2. So 2 + 1, 3. They have cards that can make our card power 0. And they can add +1 to the Valerian Blade. We need to be 5, a natural 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we can do it. I think this just about does it. Let's double check that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. No, their power guy adds... Right. So they have a card. Well, I'm going to actually show you it now. Balon Greyjoy. Reduce our house card to strength 0, and it gives them +2. So they can be 5. They can be 6 with the Valerian Blade. We need to be 7. Is that even possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if we attack, but they're likely to attack after us, my guess is, because we'll make a move. They'll make Greywater Watch. We make our move into River Run, then they attack from Greywater Watch. Yeah, we might need to move everyone in to take River Run. Again, if we have to do it, we have to do it. Like, it's as simple as that. It sucks, but that's the option, so I don't think we're going to change anything here. We're going to look at the top of the Wildling deck. Mammoth Riders. Destroy units, destroy units. This card early in the game is weird because everyone's about the same strength with their units. Later in the game, sure. Like, sometimes you can be like, hell, I want this card. I don't mind losing 2 of my units to destroy someone's 3. Or, hell, I don't mind everyone losing 2 units because I've got more. At this point in the game, it doesn't do much. If anything, it's fine. I'm going to say we keep it on top, just because at least I know what it is. Because if you destroy them as cards, at least for us, we can play the Consolidate order. The Greyjoys technically can't. So, in theory, we might be okay there. Like, the Greyjoys can't play the Consolidate because they're so low on the influence track of the Raven. That's the only thing we have. We know they can't play +1 attacks, +2 defenses, +1 support. And that's why I don't worry about the Valerian Blade as much. Because hell, you get +1 in 1 combat. A +1 support, +1 attack. I've already got that. Sure, it's a little bit more obvious, but it also gives you the extra move or the extra support order that you wouldn't necessarily have. Right, here's where we need to go all in. This, I cannot begin to describe how much this sucks. Because normally you want to be expanding your power base. We're only just expanding it. And it's leaving Lannister kind of wide open. Like, if they navally attack us next turn, push us out of the Golden Sound, they can invade it. That would suck. Okay, yeah, they're doing it. Only the horse. Interesting. They could have forced it. Oh, they got Moat Cailin as well. You know what? Hi. Starks, I'd like an alliance. Yeah, we got an alliance. Okay. We know they can get 6. If they play their 4 +1, we need to minimum play a 2. We can win on a 2. I think we play Sir Jaime Lannister. If she gets to a 9. They play their 4, their +1. They get 8. They play their card reduces to 0 power. Sure. Like, we could play Tywin just for the if you win this combat, gain 2 power. But I kind of think we should hold the 4. And at least Jaime Lannister has a sword. And, you know, if they do play Balon, then at least the sword kills the horseman. Alternatively, we go Sir Gregor Clegane. Instantly take out their cavalry. If we take out their cavalry, that does give us a lot more leeway to act. How many defensive cards do they have? 1. They've got just 1 defensive card. Okay, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to play Sir Jaime Lannister. Okay, you can change your card. Victarion. Why did they change to Victarion? We win and we also kill their unit. That's a fantastic open for us. Although, admittedly, that's because they changed their card to one that would also lose, but is also a fantastic card for naval engagements. Like, it's an incredible card. We also know that they don't have their naval engagement card, which is useful on attacking. Okay, adjust the supply track. We do have an extra barrel, so I'm happy with that. Could have been better, but... everyone bids. Everyone collects power. Or no effect. We get to pick. The Baratheons and the Tyrells are high on the bidding. I kind of don't want to risk losing the Messenger Raven. Everyone collects power, we get 2 power. I think I'm going to say everyone collect power. Because the Baratheons didn't... For weirdly, this is the first time I've seen this on hard AI. The first time the Baratheons haven't just taken King's Landing on turn 1. Like, normally they take King's Landing, turn 1, bam. But it appears they went for Consolidate this time around. Which is actually, like as I've said, first time I've seen it. We're going to collect power. It benefits a few people, but it does benefit us. And it doesn't benefit the Greyjoys as much. Okay, it did. It did benefit the Greyjoys. Whatever. Okay. Let's look at those in more depth. The Greyjoys and the Tyrells don't like that. The Tyrells and the Martells don't like that. The Martells and the The Martells have made an alliance with everyone next to them. What? I'm going to make an agreement with the Tyrells. And they rejected it. Okay. How about the Baratheons? They rejected it. Yeah. That's a shame. That means I'm going to have to defend against this border as well. And the Valerian Steelblade is locking out +1 attack orders. That's good for us. I'm actually okay with this. Now, here's the question. Do you think we could, like, take Iron Man's Bay? They have their 4. They have their 2, which reduces us to 0 on our house card. I don't think we can take it. Do we want to move someone into Lannisport? No. I think we move someone into Harrenhal. That means we don't have any defense or support. We could support from the Golden Sound. Yeah. We'll support +1. We'll generate power there. And then we'll do a -0 move. And we'll either move into Lannisport or we'll move into Harrenhal. I haven't quite decided. The alternative is we can move from Stony Sept. Yeah, I think we could do that. It leaves Stony Sept a bit open. But that way we can reclaim Lannisport. Yeah, this suits me. So the one I was worried about is if the Reach move north into Blackwater. They're not doing that. In fact, this is wide open. They're defending. The temptation would be that if we had another attack order to attack into the Sunset Sea and claim that. It's incredibly important you get the Sunset Sea. Like, I can't begin to describe this. Against the Greyjoys, you need that, because then you can raid out the support order. You can do support of your own, pardon me, into an attack on Iron Man's Bay. It's incredibly important you have the Sunset Sea. One of the reasons that you want to ally with the Starks is they don't keep raiding your Sunset Sea order. Your Sunset Sea order. Yeah, I kind of wish I had a move, because they're not attacking me at any point here. But I don't have a move, and that's just how it's gonna have to be. Yeah, I'm gonna accept this. Let's look at the top of the Wildling deck. Mammoth Riders. I'm gonna move that to the bottom now. More people have mustered, and I haven't, so I'm not gonna be doing it this turn. It would be detrimental to me. I'd be down to 1 unit. Other people would have like 4 or 5. And as the Lannisters, it's not like you can afford to kill 1 boat off. If we lose a boat, they attack into the Golden Sound, we're dead. Right, clack or point. Okay, still no King's Landing play, which is fine. We play down to Lannister. The question is whether we play up to Harrenhal or we go for the Sea Road Marches for the extra supply. We could also threaten Highgarden. Not that we actually really want to attack Highgarden, because why would we do that? It would get attacked back. It has a garrison. We'd get a load of barrels. That would be nice. But that's literally like the only thing we'd get. I'm going to say we go Harrenhal. It'll stop them getting into Harrenhal. But Kaelin, pretty solid, predictable play from House Stark. And what we want them putting pressure on the Greyjoys. Oof, bring out the 4 there? Feels a bit unnecessary. Actually, no, it wasn't. If they'd have played 0 and you'd... Oh, they'd have played anything. And they'd have played their Balon. Ty would have won, +1. Greyjoys could have won that. That's the one thing. The Greyjoy deck's amazing, because while they hold Balon in their hand, you don't know what's going to happen. As soon as they play Balon, though, it's kind of like that Weapon of Mass Destruction thing, right? Mutually assured annihilation. Like, as long as they have Balon in their hand, they can do a lot of weird stuff. Why can't I move to Lannisport? There we go. Thank you. I clicked off you. I would like to spend the power. Yeah, this is a solid opening for the Starks. They're going to be low on power because they haven't gone Castle Black or Carhold. Alright, what are the cards? Muster. This actually really benefits us because we just picked up another castle, and the Greyjoys are down to 2 strongholds. So they're going to be mustering 4, we'll muster 5. And then collect power, which, again, we did hold the Stony Sept and then put to the sword. This is where we have to start considering Iron Man's Bay. So, like, question, what do I do about River Run? Do we want to support by building more people there? Or do we want to just be like, hey, no, I want to put a load of ships in here? Hell, we could maybe grab Seaguard. If we grab Seaguard, that puts us in an incredible position. The downside of attacking Seaguard is they'll probably have more boats by then. And we'll be attacking in. And yeah, we really need Iron Man's Bay before we can take Seaguard. So, boats. We can only have 3 in the Golden Sound. We could maybe have 2 here. We need to get Sunset Sea. There's going to be a couple of turns delay before we can launch an attack. So I think for now, leaving the River Run like that is probably a good idea. We'll start with Harrenhal. I'm gonna go with Footman in Harrenhal. River Run, we're gonna go ship. And then we get an option. We can't do a ship. It has to be a Footman. That's fine. That's kind of what I was hoping for anyway. We're going to definitely go with ship here because that'll put a ship in our port and we can then get that on next turn. We can also use power. Ship in the port is like a solid option here. Now the question is where we want to like upgrade to a siege engine, because we could totally use that as like a, hey, we took over Iron Man's Bay, siege engine to Pike. I think we hold off. And I think we hold off for a very good reason. That's because we can just get an extra Footman, take Sea Road Marches, take Stony Sept, maybe even Blackwater. We can control a solid power block, and like we can build on that power block. The worst thing you can do in Game of Thrones is make an attack because you know you're going to be successful, but have no way of holding the land. Because if you've not got a way of holding the land, the only thing you're doing it for is the card draw. And sure, like you will hold it for that card draw. Maybe something will come up. That's the best you're going for. You're playing a Hail Mary. Or if it's the last turn, on the last turn, go nuts. Grab castles, etc. I think we go the Footman, but we could go the ship just to have... You know what? We already have Harrenhal, but we move to Stony Sept. Do we want the extra barrel? The question is, do we want the extra barrel? I think the answer might be yes. But also we could just upgrade to Siege Engine and use that on Seaguard. Or we can move it into River Run. I think the extra Siege Engine gives us more options. And, you know, the Starks could take it before us, which would suck. This is the tough call. This is the tough call. I think we go Footman to get the extra barrel. What's the extra barrel give us? Oh, it gets 4. We get an extra 3. No, I don't think we do. I know this is maybe a wild theory, but I'm gonna go with the upgrade to Siege Engine. Because it gives us options. So we can do more, like, sudden attacks with it. Especially the top on the Messenger Raven. We can, like, flip out an attack for it. We could threaten castles that otherwise wouldn't be threatened. I didn't see a ship. They didn't go for a ship. That's fantastic for us. They didn't go for ship. Alright, everyone gets power. This is a 10. Who wants an alliance? You've requested my support. You rejected my request. Interesting. Put the sword. Hold the blade. Chooses no +1 attacks. It's a shame because I really wanted to do that into Iron Man's Bay. There's still no way I can take Iron Man's Bay. If I attack him with 3, they defend with 1. They can use Balon to bring me down to 0. They can win by a huge margin. So we have to play into Sunset Sea and then use that to support in. So we're going to play a -1 attack because it doesn't matter what happens here. We might need the extra ship. River Run, Harrenhal, both of you, I kind of want to... I don't think we can do a support from River Run. We might be able to do a support from Harrenhal because there's only 1 unit touching us. So we could support with that. That would support River Run in case of attack. Lannisport is going to consolidate. Simple option. The one good thing about Lannisport is that because it's like surrounded by the Golden Sound is that you can support and stuff from here and you can consolidate power with relative ease. Of course, you lose it. Doesn't matter. We're going to generate power there and... Do we want to generate power here? No, we're going all in for that attack coming up. Well, if we consolidate power, we can just chuck ships out here. Oh, it doesn't matter, yeah. If we're consolidating power, we can put ships into the sea directly. We're going to go... If we go support, it's going to be raided. I think we go support from Harrenhal. -1 attack from River Run. We'll move into Stony Sept. We can always change one of these out. Messenger Raven is useful. Alright, they're going support. Means they're attacking from there. They aren't raiding us. This is decent. I would maybe consider putting a defense +2 order in on River Run. Because they can attack with a lot. And no one's threatening Stony Sept. Oh, they're actually moving up to here. I kind of need to control Stony Sept. I'm going to risk it. Now, this card is actually one that's really good to know about. Because if you look at the Wildling victory, lowest bidder, if they have more than 1 house card in their hand, they discard all cards of the highest combat strength. Everyone else has to pick and choose 1. That's good for everyone else. You can choose to sack your crappiest card. That's really good. Nice Horse victory is good as well, but honestly, losing and not being the lowest bidder is fantastic. I'm going to keep this. Knowing about this ahead of time and knowing that we want to lose but not be the loser is fantastic, so I'm going to keep that. Alright, a lot of raids that didn't happen. And they're making an attack on King's Landing this turn. The problem is if they attack us... yeah, we'll put 1 into the Sunset Sea. We could potentially put 2 into the Sunset Sea. Is it worth it? Yes, because we're going to put 2 in here next turn. Yes, it is worth it. Okay. Oh, that sucks. The Starks are not pressuring them at all. I mean, technically they can attack Flint's Finger, but... Interesting. We go from Kaelin. Seared marches, that puts them on our doorstep, and obviously our doorstep features a siege tower, not a defensive unit. Okay. I think we move you to the Stony Step regardless, because we can use that to support. Okay. They're going for barrels. That's fine. Take left undefended-ish. Alright, House Greyjoy, gonna beat House Stark, unless they play terrible cards. Played a very good card. In fact, them getting rid of their 4 is really nice, because it means no longer do they have that advantage. Okay, we're looking for a no muster card, because if there's no muster card, that means that the Greyjoys aren't getting reinforcements, and we are. We have a muster order coming. They're leaving the Reach. Okay. Alright, well, we'll take the power for a start. And we're going to definitely take a muster. Ship. Ship. And that's our last ship available. Please don't be a muster card. Hold of the Iron Throne picks. They pick nothing. I'll take it. Building the influence track. We have a high influence situation, so we don't actually want to bid much here. And the Wildlings attack Westeros. We know what the card is, but it's only a 6th threshold. What cards have we used? We've used Sir Jaime. Honestly, we don't really care about this. We know it's probably going to be a win. We just don't want it to be House Greyjoy. I'm going to say we bid like 3 for the throne. Oh. Okay, then. We might have a situation where we could win many things. Probably not with the amount of influence going around, but because we now control ties. I'm going to put 2 power in here. Oh, really? 2 power gets us nothing. I mean, it gets us 2nd place, but 2nd place to 4 people. Who do I want to be top? Other than the Starks, because they can't be top. The Baratheons. Do we have an alliance with you? Question. Do you want an alliance, House Tyrell? Yes. Okay. Tyrell go top. Greyjoys go bottom. Martell above Baratheon. Sucks because of Seared marches, but what are you going to do? And then we go like 5 power here. Cool. Greyjoys definitely want you to have less. 1 action is still more than you used to have. And then Wildlings attack. I could probably afford to play 0 here. I am going to play 1 though. I know it puts us on 0. If I play 0, it would have been a loss, and I'd have got to pick the loser. I should pick the loser. Baratheons, take your cards back to your hand. Definitely don't do that to Greyjoys. That would have been bad. Okay, we have 0 power. This is a problem. Everyone else has a lot of power. There is a turn coming up, as there always is. But we're going to need to sort this out. We know what we're doing. This is the turn we attack. Could do the attack the other way around, which gives it the Sunset Sea, supporting from the Golden Sound. If they get rid of the support, we need it. Okay. That should be 3 support, plus if we attack with everything, 4, 7. They'd have to play like a defense card to overcome that. And they don't have many good cards now. Yeah, they do have Balon. They've got rid of Victarion, who's a fantastic naval admiral if attacking. If you're attacking all your additional all your participating ships get additional +1 combat strength. That includes support ships. Fantastic. Having the 2 Balon means we need to beat them by 2. But they aren't holding the sword anymore, which means we just need to we need to beat them, not beat them by more than 1. Because they can't add the +1. Potentially we could do this with ease. I'll have to see how it goes. We could get attacked from there. Tyrells have an agreement with us. We're going to generate power in Stony Sept. In the Golden Sound. We're going to probably want to just muster in Lannisport. Ready for an attack on Pike. We don't have an agreement with you. Do we want to play for Blackwater? I say we play for Blackwater. But we're not getting any support. I think this might be too greedy. We need to support River Run. I think, yeah. Otherwise, it's too greedy. And we do have the Messenger Ravens, so we can always flip you out. We could go for a move or an attack or something. Right, what we got? This is the turn that matters. If we get Iron Man's Bay, that's it. Okay, Iron Man's Bay is going support. That's perfect. That's a raid order. Can get rid of that. That's a consolidate. That's not really going to do much. If we control the sea, they aren't going to be able to put extra units in here. That's it. That is just power. Okay, that's a raid order. We're going to replace an order token. Okay. Here we go. Thank you. Starks being good allies there. Right. We could make this attack first, but honestly I want to get rid of the support before anything happens. And that's just scary. So, they have 1 strength. We know they win ties. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't have a 4 card. They do have a Balon. We only need to win this slightly. But I do still want to get at least 2 boats in there. I want 1 boat in the Golden Sound, but I want to get 2 boats in there. We don't need more than that. 1, 2, 3 from the +1. 4, 5, 6 versus their 1. There's no way we lose this. Go for it. We should have put a march order on Lannisport because we could have marched into Pike this turn. That would have been amazing. Okay. We know they only have 2s, so we'll probably play our 0 here. And then we can remove someone's order from anywhere on the board. Not that we really care. Yeah, you reduced my 0 to a 0. Good job, Balon. Cersei actually being useful there. We don't remove the support because that's over. We can remove that from Greywater Watch. I think we do, because they could still upgrade some of these to Knights or Siege Engines. Ooh. Interesting. Stark's going on Baratheons, which makes sense. Using up the 4 card, not losing any units, that's actually worth it. The Starks, funnily enough. Mokalin. That's fine. That new position is going to threaten the Starks a lot more than me. Okay. Well, Tyrell's going to win that. Tyrell's getting quite powerful there. And then we're going to march into Blackwater. What's that +1 order doing there? I'll be mad if that marches into Lannisport after all I've done. Okay, you've got your special stabby, defendy things. Good. Good for you. Ah, you're leaving. Nice. Thank you. I'll take that. Right, we're gonna grab power. Grab power. And then we're gonna muster. I know that power would be kind of useful right now, but if we muster, then we can make a push on Pike. Even if they do, you know, support from here, or if they manage to muster with a card. I think we muster maybe just 2 siege engines, because we control the sea. It gives us such a huge advantage. Like, we can support from the sea. Yeah, we can support from the sea. We could send siege engines into different locations. Maybe not. Maybe not that one, because obviously you can't attack 2 different locations at once. Yeah, I think what we muster is just like 2 footmen, because that way we can split them up. Nothing happens. Messenger Raven picks. I think we're just going to pick more power. I don't want to bid right now. We're in a good position. And support orders cannot be played. That kind of sucks. I was really hoping we could have support orders this turn. Okay, so no supporting from Iron Man's Bay. Sucky, but it is what it is. Instead, we're going to play a raid order. I have an alliance with you, so I can't move into West Summer Sea. You can't do anything here. Again, just is what it is. Stony Sept. Might as well generate some power there. You couldn't raiding me or something, so I guess we could support from Harrenhal. Hell, we can make a move into the Reach or something. Hell, King's Landing isn't taken. What the hell is going on here, Baratheons? I have no idea what they're doing. In fact, we're probably going to do the attack. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Greyjoys only have their 2. We know what they're playing. We're first up. They're playing the 2. It will be a 3 because it's defending. So this is going to be a 5 and I need a 6. End of. No support. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can attack with a +0 and get it. Alternatively, like, we can move 1 unit up into Grey Wall Watch. We have some flexibility here. Oh, we probably want to leave a unit in Lannisport. What am I talking about? There we go. Done. River Run is going to just be a defend this turn. No support from Harrenhal, obviously. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. We'll do Consolidate. We can always flip that out. Blackwater, a defend. I'm going to make that a defend +2. I guess we could, like, pad with extra movement that we just choose not to pick so we can move our movement around. Sure. All that matters. That's a defend on Krakow Point. Interesting. Okay. They're probably going to attack Moat Kalen. They could attack us. That'll be 2 strength. Oh, the twins have got a +1. So they're probably going to move into there and then into here? Or something? I don't know what's going on there. I'm gonna say, look at the top of the Wildling deck. Moving people down the supply track. The issue here is it doesn't change your top supply. It affects where you are at the moment. We'd go down to 2, which means, like, we'd lose a unit, I think. Or, no, we'd actually just be okay. We do need supply to be consolidated because we go up to 5. I'm going to say keep it for the moment, because if we do go up to 5 and then it's drawn, we're on 4, and that's acceptable. We can't raid anyone, so... They are going to fight us, though, which means we need to attack them immediately, because otherwise their boats are coming out. If we take control of Pike, the boats are getting destroyed, I think, because we actually have max boats, 6 out of 6. Normally, you'd get to capture the boats up to your boat cap, which for us is 6 out of 6. So, okay. Turn 1 attack. We can't let them bring the boats out and kick us back. Not that they could. I think we'd still beat them just because we have the cards for it, which is funny, but I don't want to waste a good card on them. So we know they're playing the 2. If you're defending an area that contains a stronghold or castle, get +1. So they're getting a 3. So they're getting 2 + 3, 5. We need 1, 5, 6, done. And that's playing a 0. We're going to be playing a 1 anyway. We can have a footman add a +1 strength. We could have Tyrion, which doesn't do anything. Honestly, this is fine. We'll play Kevin. We don't even need to send that over, technically. But if we send it over to anywhere else, like Grey Water Watch, they're just going to attack it and push it back. Which wouldn't be a bad thing. It would give us a foothold. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Kevin. Yes, we're going to take Sea Road Marches. Done. Pike is now ours, and the fleet is destroyed, including their order. Right, Mountains of the Moon. Stark's going really heavy here for an Eerie play, which kind of sucks because we're going to have to attack them. Because if the Starks aren't too pushed back, they can get castles quite easily. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7 or something. If they need to get these 2, which I think we're gonna get. Anyway, King's Landing. Yep. Yeah, 1 plays into the twins. They also go for McKalen. And the siege does down. That's what I mean about, like, hey, don't move into an area you can't control it. Unless you're going for, like, I need to take this for, like, a turn or something play. Fine. Now, if there is a muster card next turn, they still will muster 1, 2, 3, 4. Which, I mean, obviously we're mustering more, but it means they're going to be annoying to put down. We've got a load of movement coming up. I honestly don't care. I think what we do is we move 1 unit into this area around Pike, maybe just for the support value. Really? You moved at other fingers despite the fact that the twins are about to move. Alright, a lot in the Sea of Dawn. Yep, there we go. You lost it. Good job, Starks. Alright, Euron's out. The Starks play their one that gets them their entire hand back. That's why the Starks play differently. Because they can, at will, get their entire hand back, which is pretty powerful. And then we're not moved from the Golden Sound. The question is who we attack. Do we want to consolidate or... We're pretty good on the power tracker. The only person higher is Tyrell. I'm actually going to go for the Muster. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Muster. And I'm going to just upgrade you for Knight. Don't be cautious on the supply track. I know we're crazy high. Oh, okay. Adjust the supply. Sure. Okay. That's not a problem anymore. And then bid. Okay. We know that Tyrell are higher than us. So I'm going to put like 3. I'm going to put 2 in. Oh! 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 Talk about overbidding! Oh! 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 I think the 4 was overbidding. The 10? Oh! I am okay with this. Oh, I am okay with this. Because there's so little power floating around now. Wow. Starks, we're allies. Why you put me at 5? What's going on? What's going on, mate? This one is worth overbidding a little for. Okay. Wait, did the Starks put themselves at the... No, it's the Tyrells. Okay. Why did the Tyrell... Okay. Anyway, defense orders can't be played. That's interesting. Defense orders cannot be played is nowhere near as bad as support orders can't be played. Support orders are far better than defense orders. Fight me. This, unfortunately, is King's Landing's going to attack, and it's probably going to attack into the Blackwater next turn. I think we just have to suck that up. Like, there's not much we can do about that. We can support the Blackwater in a number of ways if we want to. I think we attack out of Pike. I really want to take Seaguard, because the Starks can't attack it this turn. We can guarantee it's going to be us. So, like, oof, into there. The issue is they have their cards back. Victorian doesn't matter. No Navy. Balon. Base strength, your house card is... Yeah. They didn't win that, did they? Oh, they're actually lower than me. We can afford to draw with them. That's amazing. So we know that they can play a 2 and us a 0. That's what we have to worry about. So if we play our 4 versus their 1... Hell, we already know that we're going to be supporting from here. There's crazier levels of power we can get from support there. It's so good. Like, we're going to get +3. We could play support +1 if we wanted and get +4, which would, again, be nuts. I think what we probably want to do is... I'm changing on my headset battery here. You never guessed. There we go. I think what we probably want to do is just attack with, like, the minimum possible strength. But potentially move units in by doing that into areas where it would threaten the Starks. So, Stony Sept, it's... As much as I'd like to go for a power, I probably think we have to deal with the Baratheon threat. So, it's going to be support. And then we could support from Harrenhal into Blackwater or something. You know, this needs to be our support +1. And this can be a support. Because that way, Crackle Point raids, we can flip that out with the Raven. I don't want to flip it out too. And then that would give you +1, +2, +3, +4. Yeah, you'd be effectively a 5 strength, which is solid. Seared Marches we control and is just going to stay that way. Doesn't really have anything to do. We can consolidate power for all I care. We'll consolidate power here. Lannisport will consolidate power with +1. Hell, Riverrun could do that if we really gave a damn. It might be better actually for Riverrun to do this. Or anyway, we can attack with a -1. What other attacks do we want to do? Technically, Riverrun is safe if we take Seaguard. Riverrun, make a +1 attack. And then I guess we'll do a raid order in Blackwater. There's a risk. Ooh, are we before the Baratheons? We are! Right. They can't raid Harrenhal. If they have a raid order in Krakow, we raid that before they get a chance to pick their raid. There is an advantage of being first on the Iron Throne tracker. And that is it. I'm going to say raid here, not that it can be used, because that will manipulate the turn order. And that +0 we don't really care about, so we should probably trade it for that one there. Or we could attack from Lannisport. Because if we attack from Lannisport, we can take another province up here. Yeah, so if you fall back from Flint's Fingers to Greywater Watch, we know where you're going to be. We can attack into it. That'll destroy the unit. Seaguard, you may fall back to Greywater Watch, although I don't know if that's going to be the case. It will kill a unit, so I'm going to say we do that. There's no point consolidating out to sea. It doesn't do anything, unfortunately, so we're going to do that anyway. Sure, why not? It is a raid order. Made the right call there. A support of +1. Interesting. That raid order doesn't work because you can't raid the sea with your foot units. Like, they get to the beach and they're like, what am I doing? So you're going to raid me here, which won't do anything. So that raid order's dead. That raid order is dead. That support order isn't actually supporting anyone. That raid order is going to get raided first. Or I could raid that consolidate power order and let them... Or hell, I could switch this out. What would we switch out for? Wish I hadn't used a power order now. I could maybe, like, switch in a power order in Stony Sept or something. Right. Well, I guess in this situation... I'm just going to look at the top of the wildling deck or something. Like, this is a solid, good situation for us, so... Rattle shirt. We already knew that, didn't we? Yeah, we're going to leave it at the top because our supply situation's great. Like, really good. Right, us. I would like to raid, not your raid. I would like to raid your power. There's more power to me. You raid my support order, it's fine, you're not attacking me. They raided out Flint's Fingers. I'm gonna raid no one. Raidro can't raid anyone. Narrow Sea can't raid. Okay, we're on to the marches. This is where things are gonna get weird. So we attack Seaguard first. That, I think, has to be the case. And we attack it with... Do you want to attack it with the... We could attack it with the Horseman. Or we could attack it with the Footman. I don't think it massively matters. I will say the Horseman, for the sake of it, is Seaguard. And I feel it's more important. Yes, I would like to keep control of Run. Thank you very much. Somewhat important. Okay, like... We could play almost anything here. It literally could be anything. I'm going to say play Tyrion? Yeah, Ash is going to defend them from getting killed anyway. However, I could force them to replace. Yeah, you know what? Victarion. What a waste of Victarion. Yeah, they moved into the twins. I thought that might be the case. It was worth a try. Now, by moving to Moat Cailin, we're basically giving them Moat Cailin here because... Yeah. That unit's already retreated once. It dies. Oh, no, sorry, that was a different unit. Oh, they just killed it straight out. Well, Eddard has his uses. And then we are going to move into... I think we just move Flint's Fingers because then there's nowhere they can actually retreat to. And if there's nowhere to retreat to, they die. Interesting. Shame we can't get to the twins. We're going to attack Ironman's Bay. Oh, sorry, Flint's Fingers. You know what? Let's attack the land with the siege tower. That tends to help. Yes, I would like to keep control of Pike. Here's the issue. I don't want to spend my 2. If we spend our last card, we get everything back except for that card. I kind of want to spend Tywin to get power, because we're stuck on power. It seems silly, but... I need the power. Oh, wilding attack. It is the rattle shirts, so I don't mind losing provided I'm not last. Hell, I don't mind losing and being last, provided everyone else comes down the supply track. I'm just going to place one. Oh no, we were defeated. Isn't it the worst? Tyrell's the lowest bidder. Sorry, ally, but I don't mind. This is terrible. Some people had to actually kill units there. Okay. We get to muster as well, which I think gives us an opportunity for an instant win. Yeah, so we need one stronghold or castle. Moat Cailin is right here. If they play a support from Winterfell, we'd be in trouble. But because we act first, there's a possibility that we can just charge Moat Cailin. So I'm going to say Siege Engine, because if we hit 7 castles, we win. No question. That's it. Knight here. Footman here. Lannister. I mean, we could go 2 footmen, but... you know what? Actually, do go 2 footmen. Funnily enough, I don't think you can go 2 footmen here. I think you have to go for a knight upgrade. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Stark and Greyjoy made a secret pact. That's fine. No raid orders. Interesting. That means support orders are going to be extra strong this turn. Okay, check what Stark have. They have a 3. They have a 4 in theory because of the blade. It's annoying, but we need to get a castle. We could go Crackle Point. But the Baratheon support network over here is so strong, like Blackwater Bay and Shipbreaker Bay. It would be very difficult. Our best bet is to maybe go Bay of Ice, Winterfell, Moat Cailin, like long-term pressure. That we can do. Hell, the twins attacking Seaguard right now with the siege engine there would really suck. Okay, what we can do. Support order here. Move order here. Like, we can move units together and go double siege engine into Moat Cailin. We could also put a unit here. And that would get us extra support. This is going to be a +1. Like, we're definitely screwing them over this turn. It's the only way to really advance. Sorry. We will also probably want to support +1 here. There's no other way to support Moat Cailin, is there? No. We'll probably want to position ourselves for a push next turn, but it might be worthwhile having a defend, because if the twins come at us... Actually, screw it. We can support from River Run. And that also supports Harrenhal. Who's first? It is us. So if we can support, move Iron Man's Bay, move Seaguard into Moat Cailin. We'll get power here. Lannisport, unfortunately no movement. So again, we'll just grab power. Blackwater Bay will defend, and I guess we'll go power. And that, my friends, is all they... Oh, actually, we could go Lannisport into Pike with power. Yes, that might be a better idea. And then I guess we can go a +2 defend. No, we can't. I'm lying. Okay, I don't think we want any more orders. Good. Let's see how this plays out. That is an attack +1. This is going to be tricky because they can attack into us here. And we've only got support of +2. We've used up our support, haven't we? Yeah. Oh, we've got support from here. Greyjoys. What cards do you have? You have your 2. So if you play your 4 plus your 2, you'll be 6. We'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we higher on the tracker? We are. Okay. I think we still win. Look at the top of the wildling deck. Crow Killer. Places 2 knights with footmen. You know what? I'm okay with this. Again, we have a very wide army. Confirm. Retain control. Oh, that movement could move them into Flint's Finger. That would suck. I may have played that wrong. The AI doesn't respect that. Like, you can take that and that's considered free territory. We've used it on Seared Marches before now. So it entirely depends what the AI is going to do here. It might well be, they'll be like, hey, free castle. Huh. Yep, there we go, Flint's Finger. That's fine, it just delays what we kind of wanted to do by a turn. We'll start it now, for certain. Like, there's no doubt about it. It's just unfortunate. Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2. We could, again, take these guys out, but they'll just retreat up. I think we're better hitting Moat Caelan. If we do this, they have 2 strength, 2, 4. Want to move everyone? Probably. Because we have to defend Moat Caelan next turn as well. Do we want to go all in, though? They play their 3. Like, we have to go all in. That was always the plan here, which is annoying. Let's double check this. Maybe we don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 2. Yeah, no, we don't need to go all in. We can keep Siege Tower. Now, they do have the Valerian Blade. Yes, we backstab them. It's what this game is about. We've got to do some backstabbing. And then we go straight up kill. Which will kill one of them. They didn't go to Winterfell? That's an instant win for us next turn. We're going to go 1 ship to Sunset Sea, but I want the support orders now. So that's just the way it's going to have to be. Oh. Can't do that. You know what? Fine. We can use this to springboard into Winterfell if we need to next turn. It'll give us options. Can't muster at Pike. That's fine. Muster! Oh, supply limits. How I have mixed feelings about you. Right. Lannisport. Knight upgrade. Footman. And that's it. Like, that's all we can do. We're actually really having issues with supply, despite the fact we're on 6. Again, let influence. Wildlings attack. Highest bidder can immediately replace. I'm gonna bid high, but it's only because I don't want the Starks getting it. Yeah, Starks would be in line to get it. They wouldn't have actually got it, though. Now, the Starks are not above us in the ranking order. If we attack into Winterfell, I think we straight up win. Because all we need is 7. So let's think this through. The Starks have a Rob. Player Rob is a 5. We have 6. Yeah, we have a card. We can play only 1 card. We win. Like, this is straight up, like, there is no other option. We are in to just dominate this, and I don't think there is a way that this fails. But I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. I have made misplays. God knows I made misplays. You know what? Instead of supporting here, let's have a backup plan. Move into the Bay of Ice. No, let's just support. Let's just say, hey, we either take these two or these two. That's it. How else could we lose? The Tyrells backstab us and grab... No, because they can't actually grab a castle off us. We're in a weirdly strongish position right now. And I've got a second backup of going to Flint's Finger. Yeah, I think this is actually one of the more solid plans we've ever had. I'm just going to accept this as done. I know I'm getting sloppy. I don't really care about Order's Place. Fine. Confirm that. Come on. Oh, those are attacks. That's a defend. That's a defend. Okay. Here's the thing. A defender might throw this out. They're going to raid that out. That's just annoying. It's the way it is. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. They play Rob. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus our card. There's no way they can take this out, as far as I'm aware. Obviously, they can attack into Moat Kaelin stuff afterwards. I'm going to say, look at the top of the Wildling deck. Can be on the wall. It just destroys the influence tracker. But if we win, move to the top of the one influence tracker of your choice. It's low, so we can basically put all our power in for that. Okay. Come on. We are not going to raid anyone because we can't. They're going to raid out the support order, which is what it is. Oh, they don't? Why would they? Why wouldn't they get rid of that? I'm going to raid myself. It's a landlocked... Well, it's a sea-locked island. Locked by my own province. Leaving the Kingswood open to an attack from the Reach? Okay. That's your life. It's now or never. Never gonna live forever. We could also just take White Harbor. Like, White Harbor would actually be easier? No, it is supported. But so is Winterfell. I mean, technically, White Harbor is the way to go here. I don't want to cook this up by getting cocky. But at the same time, taking Winterfell is just funnier. If I cook this up, I would feel very bad. Good, I didn't cock it up. And that is game. Yeah, the Starks do have to look out if the Lannisters overcome the Greyjoys. They are kind of the closest thereafter. Not bad. Yeah, it really is determined by that first couple of turns. We had a reasonable draw on the deck, but we did have to go all in just to take River Run. And of course, the Stark Alliance really helped out. So, with that, we just ran away with it. But again, so determined by this first couple of turns. Anyway, I've been EnterElysium. There'll be a link down below if you wish to check out the game. It's sponsored by Asmodee and Direwolf Digital. So go check them out if you want to do so. But until next time, I've been EnterElysium. Like, subscribe, comment, do the bell icon, and stay shiny.